All right, guys, as you guys saw in that last clip, our last video, don't know how I'm gonna organize this, but the water pump pulley disintegrated. It exploded. The belt got sheared, and looks like today we're replacing those things. Thankfully, the fan looks like it's still in good condition because we just got that fan, and we installed it. And I think while installing the fan, I might have nicked the pulley itself. Because the pulley is plastic, so it's pretty brittle, and it's a 30-year-old car. So I'm pretty sure there's probably a hairline crack in it, and us just turning it on and revving it, the centrifugal force just made that thing just disintegrate. New idea today. We ordered the part, got a new one, and this one's metal too, so won't be happening again. Didn't get any belts, but we did get some used belts from a buddy that's parting out a car. We did get some kidneys for the front grille, so that's gonna actually really tie up the whole front end, which is gonna be awesome. That's pretty much it. So let's get to refixing what we fixed already. Do that again, and then try to turn it on again, and try not to blow it up again. Let's go. All right, guys, clutch is out. Finally, I had to do some really janky stuff because I didn't have the specific tool to take this thing off. So if you can see there, I pretty much just used a hydraulic piston gland nut removal tool that I had, and I made it work. So got it off. Here it is, new pulley. Now it has to go on, put the belt on, then clutch, then fan, then shroud, and then she's good to go. So let's get it.
Yes, no problem, sir.
All right, she's in finally. Everything's tight. Serpentine belt's in. Serpentine belt's tight. Shroud is in. Tight, tight, tight. Time to crank it and see if she starts. Moment of truth. New pulleys in. Clutch is in. Shrouds are in. Everything is tight and in. Serpentine belts, everything. So, moment of truth. I'm gonna drop her down because she's currently up right now. Alright. She's good. Alright, let's start her and see if she blows up again. Wish me luck. Smells like new parts. Let's see. Does smell a little fuely, not gonna lie. That thing, that's just because it was sitting for a little bit. It's a cold start. Yeah, everything looks nice and kosher. So that looks like it's spinning nice and straight, as it should. Fan's spinning, not touching anything. So we're just gonna let it warm up, get the temperature, and I'm gonna give it a little rev. Make sure she's all good to go. All right, just came back from a test drive. She runs good. She runs mint. Super happy. Tomorrow, I'm thinking we're probably going to tackle the little quarter panel situation. There's some paint on there. We did sand it down. Might need a little more sanding and priming. But for today, that's all we're going to do. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. It is the next morning, and this is what we're working with. I ran to the store real quick, got some high gloss. It's obviously not the right one you're supposed to get, but fuck it. We're gonna start sanding this down a little bit. I'm gonna primer it one more time just to try to even this out as much as I can. We got David over here. And I don't know, we're gonna try to pretty her up a little bit and make it look good. We gotta do that side as well. This side's missing a whole fucking chunk, but painted black's better than, you know, brown.
Yep.
All right, guys, came back later in the day. We'll skip forward. So we painted it. It still looks completely shitty. You can see a little tape line here, and then the difference in paint here because I tried blending it slightly. This doesn't have to be perfect, and that's perfectly fine, and we're okay with that. What we're actually doing next is, if you guys could see, we're using 1000 grit sandpaper. We're wet sanding the outside because there are a lot of deep scratches. We cleaned that side, but didn't clean anything else because we just wanted to kind of do a little test run. So it actually turned from this over to that, which is 1,000,000 times better. Obviously, you guys can still see the scratches slightly, right? But that's with 2-3 runs over it with the buffer, as you guys can see right there. That's just from, this is actually wet sand, so this hasn't even been buffed yet. What we're gonna do, basically the whole car with about 2 or 3 runs over, just to get it a little bit better, a little more pop, and then that should brighten up the car a little bit. I know we obviously still have a lot of dinks and dents, but we'll leave those be because it's probably gonna get dinked and dented again. All right, my phone my phone died when I was recording the time lapse, but I did wash it. I clay barred it, and then I sanded it, and obviously I didn't notice it died until I finished. It's all sanded, nice and beautiful. This obviously looks like it's deep, but it's not, so that'll buff out. This will all buff out. So let's start with the trunk, see how she looks. Let's use this big boy. Shout out to Harbor Freight, and let's see if this stuff works for the 32. So far, she's looking good. A lot of the stuff's out. Everything that we painted, you can see the difference, obviously, in color. But, you know, if you stand from here at, like, an angle, you don't even notice it. So, good. Obviously, there's, like, if you look, there's, like, very hazed scratches. So, depending. Probably, let's see how far I could get now, because I have some plans later. I could probably get this whole half tomorrow morning. I'll probably knock out the other half, and then if I'm really feeling it, I'll hit it with a polish, but we'll see. We did just pick up some more polish and some more compound, so hopefully this stuff could help me cut a little more better than this V32, because this stuff, I mean, it says extreme optical grade, but I don't know. This stuff doesn't really cut much. So let's keep it going. Me and David are fucking around a bit. I don't know. Little Miata ducktail. Hey, yo. Hey. I don't know. That might do it. That might do it. Yo. Dude, this is doable. Let's shade this down a little bit. Like, you know, flatten that out. Dude, from back here, looks a little bit like a Honda, but but yeah, the paint looked better. Like this even cleared up a little bit to match, you know, a little more. You don't see it on camera, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, so right now, we don't really know what else to do with this thing. It runs decent, missing the tail light, so I should probably throw that in. But we're thinking we're gonna probably drive this thing around a little bit, take it around the block. I'm gonna see if I can get some footage off of the drone. Put the drone up a little bit, get some dope rollers of this thing.
Yes, sir.
We'll have David driving, I'll be probably passenger, and we'll just be rolling down the street. So let's set this thing up and give you guys some clips.